Greetings, my tribe. Welcome to the huddle. Oh, my poor baby. She wants to be loved. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I just wanted to talk about a topic, the topic of it's not your fault, okay? If you were molested as a child, like I was, when I was 3 years old, my dad tells me after I got into recovery from Alcoholics Anonymous, my dad called me one day and out of the blue told me that when I was 3 years old, I came to him and I told him, Daddy, Uncle Paul tried to pee in my mouth. And he was like, what? And I said it again. So he went to my mom and my grandmother and told them, Debbie says, blah, 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 blah. And my mom and my grandmother, now mind you, this is 1959, said, oh no, she's just, kids, they make up stuff and all, and so Dad didn't do anything about it. But it obviously traumatized him. When he told me that, I knew it was true because of a lot of things that I imagined and, behaviors that I manifested. I knew that it was true. So, but it's not my fault that I was molested. I didn't, attract him sexually. I wasn't hitting on him, some pedos say that, oh, they were coming on to me. That is bullshit. I work with children and children never do that. Children are innocent. They're trusting you is what they're doing, but you fuck it up by taking advantage of them in that way. But what I wanted to say is that it's not my fault I was molested. It's not my fault I got addicted to alcohol. The circumstances of my life, and because it does run in the family, drove me to drink too much. So I changed my life. I got into recovery, and now I'm sober. I've been sober for years, about 7 years now. But you see, it's not your fault. What happened to you is not your fault. But it is your fault when you don't take care of it, when you don't arrest it and go get treatment and take your medication. And that way it doesn't affect everyone around you, because when you don't take care of it, you bleed emotionally, bleed or physically too, on everyone around you. These are the men that, beat up and mistreat their wives, the men that, the women that yell and scream at their children all the time, because they're not taking care of their emotional trauma and they're bleeding on everyone else. So take care. It's not your fault, but it is your fault if you don't